Hello there, my name is Mitchell Coleman and I'm an alcoholic. And I have your daily reflections for November 9th. And first I would like to say any of these things that I say in these videos are meant to help people. I'm in no way perfect and I do not have all the answers and I never will have all the answers. I just make these videos to possibly help people and let them learn from what I've experienced and what I am experiencing on a daily basis. I don't have all the answers, and I would greatly appreciate it if you leave your comments below on how you take these daily reflections and what you've done in your life and your recovery to help you grow on a spiritual level and a recovery level. That's what it's all about, us helping each other and feeding off each other's input. That's the way to do it. So let me get into this. This is titled Stepping into the Sunlight. But first of all, we shall want sunlight. Nothing much can grow in the dark. Meditation is our step out into the sun. And that comes from As Bill Sees It, page 10. Sometimes I think I don't have time for prayer and meditation, forgetting that I always had the time to drink. It is possible to make time for anything I want to do if I want it badly enough. When I start the routine of prayer and meditation, it's a good idea to plan to devote a small amount of time to it. I read a page from our fellowship's books in the morning and say, "Thank you, God," when I go to bed at night. As prayer becomes a habit, I will increase the time spent on it, without even noticing the foray it makes into my busy day. If I have trouble praying, I just repeat the Lord's Prayer because it really covers everything. Then I think of what I can be grateful for, and I say a word of thanks. I don't need to shut myself in a closet to pray. It can be done even in a room full of people. I just remove myself mentally for an instant. As the practice of prayer continues, I will find I don't need words, for God can and does hear my thoughts. For God can and does hear my thoughts through silence. A couple of these words, I wasn't sure what it meant, so I looked up the definitions of it. So conscious means aware of and responding to one's surroundings, having knowledge of something, being aware. And foray is a sudden attack or incursion into enemy territory, especially to obtain something. A raid. So foray, when it says, when I start the routine of prayer and meditation, it's a good idea to plan to devote a small amount of time to it. Either way. As prayer becomes a habit, I will increase the time spent on it without even noticing the foray it makes into my busy day. So, the intrusion. So what I get from that is I find myself so busy with life that I can put off my time for meetings and meditation. I have to remain focused because it's easy to lose sight of this lifestyle. I do these videos, but I have to be honest that I have not been to nearly as many meetings as I would like. So these videos really help me, and it is very important to go to these meetings. We can stay sober on our own, yes, but it's not a guarantee. It's important to be in meetings with actual live people, because even video meetings, yes, they help. These videos help me, and it's hard during the pandemic right now, but it is important to go into actual meetings with real people, because you don't ever know who might walk into that meeting. There's many people out there that only go to these meetings, and they could be drunk at the moment and they just stumble into a meeting. Most likely you're not going to see that on a web chat. They're not going to drunkenly dial into WebEx or Zoom meetings and show up. So that's very important to be in an actual meeting. You never know what someone's going to say, what you're going to get from it. Just being there in person is very important, because it is those kind of people that help us stay sober. If I see someone stumble in drunk and at their wits' end, that helps me a lot to remind me of where I am. And I do need to go to more meetings. I just got to be honest with myself. It's very difficult. And same with this meditation and prayer. I do it every day, but it's not the way I should be doing it, the way I want to do it, because I get so busy with other things. And that's where meditation would help me, because I get so anxious and sidetracked. So that's important to me, to go to meetings. And again, there's nothing wrong with doing the video ones, but I suggest trying to get to actual meetings. Meditation is very important, though. Back to that, meditation has so many benefits. Here's some of the benefits: gaining a new perspective on stressful situations, like my legal issues I'm going through. When I actually sit and meditate on it, I realize it's not as bad as I think. It's all about that perspective of how I'm looking at it. Last night I'm lying in bed thinking of stuff to say in one of these videos, and I'm like, this DWI court I'm going to is actually a benefit for me in so many ways. One, getting my license back. Yes, that's great. And the recovery aspects I'm going to learn from it. But if I look at it with the perception, with the perception of like, this is actually a school I'm going to be going to, not a court. It'll be DWI school, so I'm going to learn a lot from it. And this school, when I graduate, I'm going to be able to drive again. So if I keep that perception in my mind of like, this is how I get to drive again, I don't look at it in a way of, this is bad, this is horrible, I can't believe I have to do this. It's going to be tough and it's going to be hard, but a lot of things in life are tough and hard. And any kind of school is tough and hard. This is just my school, and I appreciate this kind of opportunity to do this because I do love this lifestyle, and I could learn a lot to help other people. And if we just meditate, and we can get a new perspective on these stressful situations. Also, building skills to manage your stress, that helps a lot too, because you could calmly think about why you're feeling this way, what are these feelings meaning, and so on. It can increase your self-awareness. Also, focusing on the present, and that's very important because we can't focus on the past. We can't shut the door. We have to remember these past situations, because that's what will keep us in the present of what we're doing. So by meditating, for me, I just stay focused on what's happening now. What can I do now? And don't think about the past and the mistakes we've made. We've moved past them, but we have learned from them as well. It reduces the negative emotions, and that's just so true, because the more you meditate, you're training your mind to think in a different way. And when you sit in that silence of your mind, you can really analyze your thoughts better than any time, because you're the one thinking these thoughts, and you could look at them and evaluate why you might be thinking these. Increasing imagination and creativity helps a lot there, because you have that time, again, you're in your silence and you're figuring out these problems that you're facing in life. And for me, I realize that it's these times in silence in my mind where I can really play out the situation, what's really going on. Also, writing things down helps a lot, but meditating on them really helps a lot. It increases your patience and tolerance, and that connects with me when I'm meditating. I think of people I may have hurt, little things throughout the day and stuff, and I'll be like, okay, how can I fix that? Where was I wrong on that? And it will help you there as well. And I've noticed in my life, it will pop in when I'm feeling those emotions pretty instantly now, where I need to be tolerant of things. And of course, things still bother me and always will, but I have to try to rewire that brain, rewire my mind to think when something's happening that I don't like, that okay, I can't change that. And like it says, you say the Lord's Prayer: God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's actually the Serenity Prayer, but that one helps immensely in a lot of situations. Also, meditation can lead to changes in the brain that will increase our positive emotions, which brings me back to the reducing negative emotions. So it does help lead to that. If you sit there and you can meditate on why you're feeling these negative feelings, you could start to accept the things that are bothering you a lot quicker than when you just harbor on them. It's all pretty interesting, and I'm excited for this step. The meditation part's very important. It definitely helps with depression and anxiety, because I get that very easily, and I can become very depressed, and currently I can become very anxious as well, and it helps to slow me down and to just breathe. You know, there's a lot of different meditation techniques that I'm still looking at, and I will share them this month. Next videos I make, other ways you can meditate. For me, focused meditation is a good one when I'm dealing with like the anxiety or the depression. I focus on a single point, such as my breath. It can be very calming. It is hard at first for people like me who are very anxious and have anxiety very bad, so I could just think of one thing like my breath, just to stay focused on my breath, and a word even, and just calmly stay focused on that. And when you find yourself going away from that, your mind leading astray, you just take some deep breaths again and try to stay focused back on that breathing, and just feel the breathing and feel how special you are and how awesome just that breathing is. Each time you're inhaling, you're breathing in life, you're breathing in that invisible energy, that force that keeps us alive, and we tend to forget how important something like breath is, that keeps us alive, and it's all connected to everything. And it can help you start to understand what's really important. And breathing obviously is very important, but it can help, and it helps me to understand like, what's this other problem that I'm so focused on? Just stay focused on this breath. This is important. My body is important. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful to be alive and be healthy and be breathing in the first place. And there's a whole lot of stuff, but I'll keep it there, and I'll try to share some more stuff. I'll do that at meetings sometimes too. Just want to close my eyes. There's a woman at our meetings that she sits there and keeps her eyes closed just to soak in what people are saying. I'm not sure exactly what she's doing, but I imagine that's what she's doing, and I've done it a few times. It kind of looks like I'm asleep sometimes, but I'm really just soaking in what I can. And I found a good quote that I like. It's feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. And that's from Thich Nhat Hanh. And I love that one, because breathing, very important, and meditation, very important. And to do it on a daily basis is difficult because we haven't done it. And it's very beneficial for us, I think, if we can start fitting it in, even in small amounts, into our daily routine. It'll help us a lot, and we can do it anywhere. We don't have to be completely silent. I do it a lot at work. I'm working 12 hours a day. I do it in the Uber rides. I'm constantly talking to my higher power, and I know he or she hears me, and it's very, very good. And we can get distracted, but that's just what it is. You know, we're in the process of changing. We are becoming new people. We're always changing, and we're becoming a better person. That reminds me of one other thing I wanted to read from my daily Stoic meditations about change. Our understanding of what something is just a snapshot, an ephemeral opinion. The universe is in a constant state of change. Our nails grow and are cut and keep growing. New skin replaces dead skin. Old memories are replaced by new memories. Are we still the same people? Are the people around us the same? Nothing is exempt from this fluidity, not even the things we hold most sacred. So if we understand that things are always changing, and we can't control that, you know, have the courage to change the things we can, which is our perception, our mind, and how we look at things and how we treat other people. And that's all I got on this one. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful month and a great Thanksgiving, and continue to grow. And once again, please subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel, and leave comments and like my videos, and let me know what you think, so it can help me and we can help each other, and we can